The views and opinions of this broadcast do not reflect the views and opinions of Radio Global, Who Knew Productions, JSA Media, and its affiliates. Enjoy the show.
Welcome to Night Talk with your host, JOEROXX.
So, Joe called me and says, hey, Matt, you and Kimberly take the helm, so we're going to see what kind of ratings we can do with it. So, we got Kimberly Murray. She's sitting there handling...
Hello.
And we got Jimmy. Jimmy's on Ustream and Spreaker. And I'm handling the video portion on... Oh, actually, I'm handling Ustream. Jimmy's handling Spreaker and TuneIn. Say hi, Jimmy.
Keith is asking what the meeting ID is. He shouldn't have to need that, does he?
Oh, tell him it's 330-18482. So you should be able to log in there. Now, I wanted to talk about huge in the news right now, of course. It's nonstop with the Orlando shooting. You know, it's very tragic, there's something like that, but I mean, more and more stuff starting to come out. Rumor has it that Kimberly told us tonight that the gun store owner actually warned the FBI about this guy. So you want to tell us what you heard, Kimberly?
I heard that there was more than one shooter and that there were several witnesses in the club that saw more than one shooter and that they got away.
I heard that the officer that was on scene that originally got in the shootout with him left to go call for help. Rather than stand there and shooting out, he took off on...
Well,
and I'm like...
I was wondering about him, like why there wasn't a lot of talk about him, because he did get into a gunfight with them. Why didn't he stay and kill him?
I don't know if there was a panic or what. I mean, you don't know what's going on. I mean, I don't know how much ammo this guy had, if he was, if he had enough to keep shooting. And then they also talked about how many rounds this guy had when he went in. You know, for how many magazines he would have had, because most places you're not going to be able to buy a magazine that won't hold over 15 rounds.
So about how much weight is that, too? If you're carrying, 220 rounds?
Well, Keith Gaffney, he's an ex-Navy SEAL, is going to be Kimberly's guest tonight. He'd probably be able to tell you about that, too. How much weight that's going to put on you.
I can't tell you exactly how much weight it's going to put on him, but it's a significant amount of weight.
You put 200 rounds, and this guy was not that big a guy. I mean, I'm not saying he couldn't handle it. I mean, you couldn't handle 200 rounds, but he had to have a lot more than 200 rounds from what they were talking about.
Well, some of the victims were shot at least 12 times,
Did he give him bulletproof vest on? I haven't heard.
Well, now you're kind of fading out on us there, but I did not hear if he had a bulletproof vest. I heard he had some kind of flak jacket, because they were asking the gun store owner if they sold body armor, and he says they sell none of that.
Well, either way, he was ready for war, wasn't he?
He passed every background check that he went through, and everybody thinks that if we go to, do an assault weapons ban or do more background checks or do all this, that it's going to be able to stop this. They dropped the ball, the feds did. Now they're trying to blame everybody blame us, that it was our fault, that, you know, us average gun owners' fault because of the Islamophobic, you know, society we have that's causing this. They want to turn the tails and make it look like, you know, people that want to own their own guns and everything. It's their fault. So, you know, that's the problem we're running into now, is they turn it, and now they're trying to get away from what his real motivation is.
But you also heard that Hillary Clinton, she had the FBI stop the investigation of the mosques the mosque he attended. So, I mean, that's a huge, huge red flag right there.
Yeah, it's frustrating to watch that. And then people tell me, you know, after they hear all the stuff about her, and they go, "Oh, I'm still going to vote for her." And I'm like, what? Yep, I still like turds just because they look like, you know, I'm just like, come on.
I don't get it either. So let me tell you a little bit about Keith.
Sure.
So he was a Navy SEAL for about 6 years. He was stationed in Somalia. He got out the military, and he had aorta dissection. I believe it was in 2011. And so
That's
2 layers of
right.
his heart. What year?
2011. That's right.
Okay, 2 layers of his heart dissected, like completely rolled down, which I think 95% of people die from that. They put a pig valve in, and then a month later got an infection, and they had to open him back up. They put a human cavalier valve in him, and then he was just in Texas, and now he has a mechanical valve, and he needs his whole aorta replaced now because it's, I guess, split all the way down, but there's only 2 doctors in the country that do it. And the VA has been screwing him around for years. They had lost his medical records for a period of time, said he wasn't even a SEAL, even though he holds the 2-mile record. He held a 2-mile swim record in Coronado Island as being the fastest swimmer. His name's on a plaque there. But, you know, our good old government mysteriously replaced his records and told him he's not disabled. And even though he can't work, he's just now recovering from that one surgery.
I'm getting sick and tired of the horror stories you hear from VA stuff that I didn't tell you, but my father-in-law, he had spinal stenosis surgery up at University Hospitals in Iowa City, and they paralyzed him from.
Goodness.
Yep, it was a 95% chance that it would be, you know, it's supposed to be one of those little invasive surgeries.
Mm-hmm.
Paralyzed him from the waist down. He spent the last 5 years or 6 years of his life in a wheelchair, and he had a problem with his shoulder. He couldn't raise his arms up above his head, so he could barely just do anything just to feed himself.
Well, you know, there's a systemic problem when the civilian doctors got a hold of my tests and told me, "Hey, Keith, you need to get down to our hospital here in Texas or the VA is going to kill you." And so that tells you what the doctors in the civilian world think of the doctors in the VA. And that's a very sad situation.
Yeah, they were. The VA has also been marking people that have passed away, you know, saying they died before they even died, and they're taking away the benefits from the people. All of a sudden, these people are like, "Hey, wait a minute! Whoa, no, I'm still alive. Look at me!" You know.
Wait until Hillary becomes president; they'll be dead.
Yeah, that's the sad part of it. You know, you get, you know, you do everything for this country, and then when you need the help, they're like, "We don't care."
No, they want to give it away to,
Yeah.
the refugees who are coming here. That's who they're allocating all the money and resources to. $24,000 per person who comes as a refugee.
Yeah, that's sad. I mean, you got people that have gone over and fought in Afghanistan and, in Iraq and everything like that, and then they come back and they have. I have one gentleman he used to do Taekwondo. His whole family did it. His son and his daughter and his wife did it, and he did it. Well, he's going blind from some eye disease that he got when he was in Iraq. I don't know what it is, but I don't know if it's some type of chemical or something like that. But they have to lead him around now. But when he first got back, he was a former Marine, got out of being the Marines and went in the Army after he did 20 years in the Marines, and he just staying in the military, and now he's being led around because he's almost completely blind.
I know it's terrible what we do for our veterans.
Well, it brings up a question I have. When you join the military and you're fighting for what you believe is, and then you get out and exactly what you're saying and talking about happens, it seems like that's when the real fight begins, is when you're trying to get some sort of benefits for spending 20 years in the military and going to combat. And a lot of guys have had limbs blown off and been through explosions and all sorts of crazy, terrible things, and they need some care now. And getting the care is the problem. And so there's this stigma, though, attached to getting care if you're a citizen of the United States, even if you're a veteran, because it's called
I think you cut out, Keith.
Right there, Keith?
His sensitivity screwed up.
Yep. Well, you're talking about that is you get people
I think he just crashed.
Yep. If you get, people that are trying to go for care, and you look at some people, and they're getting, I worked, when I was a police officer, I worked these government subsidized apartments, and people getting, subsidies, and they don't have any problem getting subsidies. But when a veteran goes in to get treatment, they're like they're fighting for everything they get. It's like the system's against them.
Right.
And
he was a veteran, and he's trying to fight, and they told him he can't work at all. He needs 3 more surgeries. He needs his whole aorta replaced. He has something in his stomach, not a hernia, but something where it can burst. And so he needs a specialized doctor for that. And yet, so he can't work, can't lift anything. And they told him he's not disabled, and they're not, but yet some Joe Blow can come over and go, I'm disabled, or I'm here illegally, and they, load him up.
Yeah, I understand. They have, I feel for him there. We had, I have, there, he's back in now. He's probably, I think he's in use, or fuse, because his mic's open. But, you look at people, and it's been going on for years. The problem is they don't care. You're a number to them. They don't care about anything. They figure it's a quota system. There should be no bonuses for them for just pushing people through.
I agree. They should have bonuses. They should be doing their jobs, and they're not doing their jobs.
The doctor should get paid more, yes, but the doctor should prove that he gets paid more. They come out with an article just yesterday, it was on the news, that if your nurses, if you're nicer to your nurses will watch the doctor more often, and it'll make sure that he'll do a better job. And I'm like, what?
How? Some of these people are in a lot of pain, so their tolerance level is not good, so they're not going to be nice, because when you're in that much pain, you're miserable. You're hurting everywhere. So that's not really fair to the person who's really needs the most help, probably.
Yeah, I remember when I had my hand surgery, the first thing, I broke my hand, and went in and they put 6 screws in it, in a plate. And so the first thing I come out of surgery, and I finally wake up, and the nurse says, "How you doing?" And I said, "Can you give me something for the effing pain?" Because that's the first thing come out of my mouth. I dropped the F-bomb right out of it. And she says, "Oh, yeah, here, hold on." So she gives me a couple of Vicodins. 5 minutes later, "Can you give me something for the effing pain?" I'm just like, they broke my hand in 3 places to be able to to get it to straighten out, and with all the screws, and they gave me a shot of morphine, and I was like, just kind of like you would see in the movies. Everything just started to meld and blend, and I was just like, holy crap.
Thank you.
Yep, I was like, now I feel better. And then it still hurt, but I didn't care.
Right.
But yeah, I tell you, I don't know how guys can get hooked on that stuff, because I threw up for 3 days after that.
I had a spinal headache one time because I had a procedure done on my back, so it didn't seal, so my brain was leaking spinal fluid. And so I went in, and they gave me what's called an epidural blood patch. But they were asking me, like, is it positioner? I'm like, quit asking me stupid questions and just fix me. I was like, what do you at? Just give me something. So they gave me morphine, and then they took blood out of my arm, shot up my spinal column. And then I was like, oh, thank you. It felt like someone took a vice grip and was just tightening it in my head. But I didn't pester anything, but I was like, stop asking me stupid questions.
Yeah, sometimes they ask you questions like, is this redundant? I've had 5 people ask me in a row already.
Yeah. Is it positionary? I'm like, listen, and I got so sick I was throwing up puking because the pain was so bad, and I don't know, just the pressure. I couldn't even think straight. And at that point, I would have signed my whole life away. If you had me sign anything, I would have signed whatever just to get the pain gone. That's how bad the pain was.
I've been there. It's like having a tooth pain, back pain, and head pain. You can't do anything for it.
No. I was at like their mercy, to be honest.
I had a friend of mine go through this same surgery that Keith's waiting to go through. He had the aorta replacement with the pigs, or actually a pig's valve, and then he had to go. They were going to put him in mechanical and all that. So I don't know. A lot of people around this area, they just go straight to Mayo's. They just forget it, and they bypass everything.
Wow, I know. I'm trying to see if his mic's on. Do you want to talk about this?
But his mic's on, but the problem is he's not back in TeamSpeak. When he gets back in TeamSpeak, then we'll talk.
I'll tell him. So what about that? Poor Orlando's been getting hit a lot. First with the shootings, and now with that alligator and that little boy that was snatched up.
That's so sad. You think about that. It's one of those incidents that happens so fast. We had a 4-year-old kid that his brother did basketball practice with my boy. Well, earlier this year, before school got out, they were in a parking lot after church, and the kid got backed over by a truck. Mother was right there. His brother was right there. They run around a parking lot. It's a parking lot / playground. And the lady that backed over him was just talking to the mom, and it was a freak accident. And it's like one of those deals where you see it happen. There's nothing. It's so fast, but it's like me with that kid down, and I started to bring that up. And one lady was at the golf course. She goes, "Oh, I can't believe you blame the parents. It's a freaking lagoon.
There's alligators."
Yes, and it warned you, do not swim. So what does that mean? Do not wade in the water.
In the water. He was bait. That little boy was bait. Our 11-year-old, I wouldn't even let her go down there. We were there just in April.
I wouldn't wade in the water.
I wouldn't wade in there either.
I wouldn't wade in the water with a 12 gauge. I'm sorry, because that's so fast. Those things will come up out of there so fast. That kid had no time. I just hope the kid didn't suffer. I hope it was so fast.
And he was such a cute little boy, too. I don't know if you saw his picture. Oh, my gosh.
I did. I saw him. They showed the picture of the dad with him sitting on his lap and stuff. And just like the little boy that lived down the street, just the cutest little boy. My niece used to babysit him. It's one of those deals where you just, your heart goes out to the people, and you're just like, but it's like, it's one of those deals like when the people leave their kids in the car. What are you doing? What are you thinking about when you do that? You gotta be smarter than that. We had one Des Moines, just which is not even 3 hours, 2.5 hours from here where I'm at, and they called the police and everything, and the lady tried to take off before the police got there. They pull it just as they got there and arrested her. Because, I mean, the car, from when it's 70 degrees outside, it's 90-some degrees in that car.
Oh, yeah. I got in a big argument with a woman a couple of years ago at this one gym that my daughter used to go to. She left her baby in the car for probably 20 minutes, and it was like 90 degrees outside. I kid you not. Well, we didn't know the baby was out there. We're sitting inside, and this woman's sitting next to me. And then she goes out to the car, and she comes back into that baby who's sweating, just pour water. And I looked at her and I said, if you leave your baby in the car again, I'll call the police. She cussed me out. And I said, it's against the law. I said,
you could kill that kid.
And you know what?
Could have been dead when she went out there.
She was cussed me out. And then the owner called me later, goes, I can't have parents threaten to call the police. I'm like, if that baby dies, if you're Jim, you're responsible because he was dating her. They were dating. Can't hear you.
I would have called the police anyway. I'd have told that right then. I'd have called the police because she will do it again. She doesn't care.
Yeah. Well, I found out she had her older son taken away from her for child abuse later. I found out.
When I was in the military, I was stationed at Fort Bliss. I actually had to witness them dig up a 7-year-old kid that was beat to death by the stepfather. That haunts me forever. I mean, anything. I was a police officer for 13 years, and I've seen gunshot. I've been seeing shootings. We call them DRTs. Dead right there. I've been to multiple DRTs. But when you see a kid that when they're digging them up because somebody, beat them to death. The stepfather, what happened was that he told the story goes, he told the stepdad, hey, if you give him, a bottle, maybe he'll stop crying. The baby, stepfather, wham, backhanded the kid up against the wall. Well, the kid flat spotted the back of the kid's head. So the kid was just crying all the time and everything. And so he thought, all right, well, I'll fix you. Beat the crap out of the kid. So the kid was still crying, wouldn't eat, wouldn't do anything. So he goes, I'll fix you. Stuck him in a scalding tub of hot water. And then he buried him alive.
Oh, my goodness. That would give me nightmares.
Happened about maybe 100 yards into New Mexico off of Highway 54 from right on military installation property. I was just right there. I was an MP at the time. And we had to sit there and witness them dig this body up. And I was like, I can smell it to this day. The stench of death. And
oh, yeah.
And you see people that will treat their kids like dog crap. They'll leave them in a hot car. They had that one guy that got arrested a few years back who purposely left his kid in there and killed his kid because he thought he wanted to be dating some other lady or something like that. I was just like, I just have no time for people like that.
Me either. So I guess he got on. He said he could see us, but then he couldn't hear. He couldn't hear us. So I told him try again.
Here he's coming back in now.
Okay. And he
needs to share his camera. Go down the bottom right. You got 3 little dots on your screen. Go down there and make sure, and you'll go audio video settings and make sure you select your camera there. Then you'll pop up.
I just think it's really upsetting that he was in the military and that they're denied that initially they denied him benefits, which they're giving him now, but they're still saying, he's not. They're not giving 100%, which he can't work. I mean, what do you call that when someone can't work and they need more surgeries?
Well, disabled. That's what you call him, a disabled veteran. That's what it is.
I know he had also surgery on his wrist. He had carpal tunnel, and because he, did a lot of rappelling as a Navy SEAL and things like that. And they messed up on his surgery, and he had surgery on his hands again. So I guess his hands still hurt. I don't know. I just don't get why we give secondhand help to our veterans, but yet we bend over backwards for all these refugees coming in. Yeah,
we don't have a priority set. That's for sure. you know, you see these groups that get together, like you know, what's the one for the soldier where they I can't think of it. I can't. It's something soldier. And they got great ideas, intentions, but I'm just worried that some of them people are in it for profit.
Oh, well, a majority of them. You know, some of those organizations out there, they don't really give back that much to the veterans. That's why I go research them.
Is that kind of like the Clinton Foundation?
That's exactly like the Clinton Foundation.
You know, they yeah, that's right. They were broke when they got out of the White House.
Well, look at all the Muslim countries that have been funneling Hillary a lot of money now. All those speaking engagements her husband did. It's a scam. That's why she's protecting the Muslims.
Oh, the one was Wounded Warrior. That's the one I was trying to think of.
Wounded Warriors, yeah. They give, I think, 2% back to the veterans?
See, that's ridiculous. That doesn't make sense to me. That if you're using a title, Wounded Warrior Project, you need to give back a lot more than that. It needs to be where you're taking care of the veterans. And then there was people that have worked for them that have complained about Wounded Warrior, and that bothers me. I have no problem donating or helping out to an organization that would, you know, at least you got to do at least 50% or more. You know, I understand you got.
But you might have some the overhead and things like that, but 2%. I mean, that's why Salvation Army. I no longer give to Salvation Army. They only give 2% back too. Disabled American veterans. If you go to them and look, they have very low overhead. They actually do go and help the veterans. They actually give them money, cash assistance, and help. I need to do some more research on some of those, but yeah, stay away from Wounded Warriors.
Well, I just got a message. Jimmy says time for a commercial. We're going to stay live on Ustream, but we'll be back here shortly.
What commercials he run?
Hey Dan, how's the day going so far?
My day couldn't be better. You pull up less than 3 minutes after I open my Lyft app, and how do you greet me? With a kind hello? Just delightful.
Great. Care for a cookie?
A cookie? A chocolate chip cookie? You know, I'd love one.
Sure.
Hey, let me ask you something. How did you know I love this song?
I mean, come on, it's the Cold War kids. Everybody loves them.
Whoa! Who taught this guy how to merge? That was a fantastic merge!
Couldn't agree more.
That's it? That's all this costs? What's this thing running on? Smiles and high fives? You son of Mike, I love you!
Thanks. Have a great day.
Lyft. Driving you happy. Just download and go.
Savino Wine Preservation System is wine preservation glassware. Savino is an easy-to-use wine preservation system that allows you to enjoy your favorite wines anytime without waiting for an occasion. Open any bottle with confidence, knowing that you can enjoy the full original flavor of Tuesday's wine on Saturday. For more information, visit us at www.savinowine.com. Today's wine, tomorrow.
Oh, we're back. Yeah, we're back. Back with Night Talk with JOEROXX. We're without Joe. So Kimberly and I have the helm here, and we've turned it into not such a raw reality. We are keeping our profanity
we don't have Joe's style tip of the week.
Oh, there we go. Also, I don't have his I don't have it set up to take his calls. So
What do we have? Style tip of the week? Who's that?
We don't have.
Oh,
No,
no,
Jimmy's
we don't.
Jimmy's gonna give it to us.
Jimmy,
what's
your
your
style
right.
tip of the week?
What's your
Roll them skinnier, you'll get more.
roll 'em skinny? Okay.
I thought you, what did it? Do a fatty, or what do they call that?
Yeah,
A
that's
stogie.
for parties or multiple people.
Not that. I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about roll a fatty.
That's what I'm talking about. What
Hey,
the hell
did
are
you
you
see-
talking
I
about?
thought
Did
you were
you
talking
see-
about sex. You was talking about.
Hey, did you see that there's this new dildo that you can put your loved one's remains in? I'm like, that's so disgusting. You can put their ashes in it. That is so gross.
That is dumb.
I mean, that's disgusting.
I'm not even gonna comment on that.
And then this lady,
That's almost as bad as last week. I did a segment on my show about Canada okaying oral sex with dogs.
that's disgusting. I know, that's disgusting. I'm sorry, that's so gross.
I can't believe that
That
they
is
could say
stupid.
that.
Take the person out and shoot them. Shoot them. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
I don't understand how it was voted.
Don't treat the
7-1.
illness, pass a law.
But it was voted 7-1 in favor of him not causing bestiality or committing bestiality. And I'm like, how can you say that? I say what he was doing, he was taking peanut butter and putting it on the gentle of his kids and having the dogs lick it off.
It's
And they
child
said,
abuse. It's child abuse
Yes.
too.
Absolutely.
It's sick. And so they were like, oh well, yeah, there was no penetration, so it's not. I'm like, I'm sorry, that's sick. The guy needs to do is, maybe a 12 gauge out behind the
They're
woodshed.
teaching kids to have sex with animals. Next thing you know, they're going to be killing them.
Well, some guy was caught 3 times trying to screw a horse, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Those type of people should be shot on sight.
Not tall enough, what?
I don't know. It's
Couldn't find the right size boots.
Yeah.
and he was an illegal too, so he hadn't been deported.
Well, he needs government aid.
Of course, and a job, and that's going to fix him right up.
No, but did you? What I was talking about, we were talking about Lyft and stuff like that, right? As we were on break, but this lady mentioned to me about what it is. It's you timeshare vehicles. So what you do is there's vehicles parked on different locations with keys in them, and they have a program code to get in the vehicle. So what you do is you pay, say, hey, we're going to use the vehicle for 6 hours or whatever, or we're going to use it for a day. And then what you do is you sign up on whatever this, I got to find out where it is, but she said you pay so much, and then you go, they tell you where the car is at, you punch the code, get in, you use the vehicle for how long, make sure it's got gas, park it back, make sure it's clean, and then, whoever, the next person wants to use it. But there's like multiple vehicles in locations.
I see a lot of problems with that.
Well, there might be problems with that, but if you're let's say if you're renting it, it's just like you're renting a car. You're going to have to do is pay for it ahead of time or whatever, and it's going to be credit card. But the people don't have. It's kind of like Uber. You just don't have the driver. You're going to drive it yourself. You're just going to rent the vehicle for that day, and if there's anything wrong with that vehicle, it's going to go back on the last driver.
That's true.
So I mean, it's different. I don't know.
I mean, who checks it out when it's after the last person drove it though to make sure it's okay?
Well, they might have to. I'm sure there's probably something that they do for it. I don't know. It's something different. It's where you're going to have it to where people don't have to own cars and stuff. They're trying to get them to where they're driverless now, because they want to do is to make it to where, think about it. If all the cars went to driverless cars, what would happen? Think about that. What's going to happen? All right. Government says, hey, no, we're shutting down cars for the weekend. All the cars are shut off.
Yeah, no one's going to be driving anywhere.
Or they say, you know what? You didn't pay your bill on time. Your car shut down. Your insurance is due. You didn't pay that. Your car's shut down. If they turn to driverless cars, that's what you're going to have.
It is what you're going to have. More government control.
Yep, they already track all the cars right now. Any of the newer cars that all have the OnStar or anything like that.
The tracking device.
They know, and they can track that vehicle. You know, you look at any cell phone. Once they get the cell phone, they can track where that cell phone's been. You know, anywhere you go, your cell phone is tracking you. And some people go, I don't care, it doesn't bother me. Well, Big Brother, I mean, it's kind of Orwellian to think about that, about how often you're on camera when you go around throughout the day. You know, you go to every stoplight you go to in about any major city has got you on a camera system following you around.
You know, and even my friends, I'll get a notice, your so-and-so's friend is 1 mile away. So-and-so friend is 2 miles away. Do you get that on your phone?
No, see, I don't have that enabled, and I don't want it.
Well, on Facebook, so you can see who's around you, where they're going.
Really? That's kind of creepy. That's a little bit over the top. And I don't know if I'd want to be that way with having people go, well, the only way they're going to see me is if they drive by the golf course, because that's where I'm at all the time.
Well, you might have one on your golf cart, a tracking device, and not know it.
Oh,
hey, our golf course now, instead of bringing the golf carts, they have those things that the
surfboards?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a friend of mine who's a rep for one of the companies. I said, you got to bring it out. I want to try it. I don't care if we get him, but he goes, when he gets a demo, he's going to bring it out.
They have them on our golf course here.
They look like they would be so much fun to run, but the only thing is you got to be careful because, it's going to be a younger crowd that's going to rent that. It's not going to be the older crowd because most of the older guys, they want to sit down when they play, when they're traveling, in the cart. And just, it's kind of like a Segway. You got to get used to being able to maneuver it.
Yeah, it is like that. And you can't put a cooler on it, with your beers like the other golfers do.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, it goes in a basket right in the front, right?
Oh, okay.
So you just run it like a surfboard, and you run it back and forth, and your bag sits in front of you. And all you do is they can hook it right on the side there. I mean, it's really convenient. I see people driving around just for the heck of it, for fun, So, and then you're going to see people doing the surfboard, the slides and stuff. So, I mean, it'd be neat to see. I would love to try it. I've seen Segway golf carts too. We don't have any here.
Yeah, we're in Battle Creek Golf Course, but here's the second thing. Yesterday, I think the heat index was like 119 degrees. I mean, you go outside here, it's brutal. You have to have you want an air conditioner.
Yeah, somebody needs to eventually dome the golf course. Whoever does that, like in the Southwest or something like that, it's going to make $1 million. They're going to make a hell of a lot more than $1 million. They're going to make tons of money because year round.
Right.
Then they get to where they can light it at night and they can play anytime. That's when they make the money. Because I went to Vegas I think it was like 4 years ago for a conference, and I got out there and it was like 116 degrees temperature, not the heat index. And I bumped the side of the shuttle van and burnt myself.
Oh, yeah.
Put my arm on it, rested on the shuttle, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize it. But I went out it was like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, and it was 98 degrees. I'm like, yeah. I don't know if I could not handle living like that.
I used to live in Palm Desert. It gets pretty hot. It got so hot one time it melted the plexiglass in my car. That's how hot it got. Yep.
So they talk about these kids, you put a kid in a car, and I mean, you're talking 140 degrees when you get in there. You're getting, I mean, it doesn't take that long for a kid for something to happen.
No, that or animals, they leave their dogs. And in Oklahoma, here's a weird law. In Tulsa, it was on the news last night that if you see a dog or an animal in a car and you break the window, you can go to jail for vandalism.
Yeah, that's right. They had that one, I think it was a sheriff's deputy or something like that, where the sheriff's dog died.
I
in
saw
the
that.
car because they left it in the car. When I was a police officer, I was funny. I had a guy that, and I shouldn't make fun of this, but that's how police officers are, and they joke about things like this. Well, a guy I knew him, he was a real. I call him an ass kisser because he ass kissed the major all the time just to be his little errand boy and everything. Well, they made him a canine handler. So he had this dog. I swear, you look at dogs and you look at a shepherd and they look smart, confident, tough.
Right.
Well, he had this dog look like it was mentally incompetent. It just looked like it was dopey.
Maybe
like
it had the Zika virus.
But it was just kind of, it was a goofy looking dog. You'll see these little dogs for drug dogs, like you'll see them in airports and stuff like that. But this was a dog that had a long tail and just looked like it was not with it. So get a load of this. He's driving down the road. Dog's tied up in the back of the pickup truck. The dog jumps out of the truck. He doesn't know it. And the dog hangs himself on the side of the truck. And he's driving down the road. It's a sheriff's truck. And there he is driving down the road, and the dog's hanging off the side of his truck. And the people are like, hey, your dog. I said, your dog didn't even want to work with you. He committed suicide. And he got so mad at me. But did they kick him out of that division? No.
He is dumb.
Yeah. I said, that's
Don't tell me that they gave him another dog. I hope they didn't give him another dog.
I don't know. He hadn't had one. I think he was just a major's errand boy. That's what he was. But yeah,
he's a butt boy.
There was rumors about that, but I'm not going to go there. Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was 20-some years ago when I worked as a police officer. So.
I'm sure you saw a lot of stuff as an MP.
Well, not just that. I worked in San Antonio.
Oh, wow.
I worked for a year and a half. I worked with the gang unit, so I've seen just about anything you don't want to see in life.
One thing I wanted to get back to, because I've been talking to some people about the Orlando shooting, and a lot of people keep telling me, what was an AR-15? But Nope, it was not an AR-15. It was a 6-Saber MCX rifle.
6 hour, you mean?
Yeah, it was not an AR-15, and everyone keeps saying, "Oh, we need to ban all the AR-15s."
They want to ban anything that looks dangerous. That's what they want to do.
Hello.
Oh, that looks like
hello,
it could be
Cindy.
dangerous.
Hi. Why is it always so hard for me to?
Oh, hold on.
Why is it always so hard for me to get in here?
There we go. Now you're in.
Hi, Cindy.
Hello, Cindy.
Hi. By any chance, can you guys see me?
No. Joe's not here, so I don't know. He's coming in late. I don't know when he's going to be here, if he makes it in. He's probably getting his nails done or something. I don't know where.
No, his hair. His hair is getting done.
His hair is getting done? Is he getting bikini wax?
I'm just guessing.
Are they waxing down in the valley, or what do they call that?
Ew.
You see that commercial where the guy gets the wax right across his chest? It's kind of like it's just.
That's kind of hard to imagine. That would hurt so bad.
And then he also gets the hot stones put on his back or whatever. I don't know what it is. Some ad for something.
That 40-year-old virgin or something?
No. But I know what that happened in that movie. I remember that.
Did you guys hear that little music thing that Ronnie B did for the Orlando shooting? That little tribute.
I didn't hear it for the Orlando shooting. I heard the song he did.
Okay.
The one song he did was pretty good. Where was it Drop It Sexy or whatever?
Or this was another one he did for the Orlando shooting, and it kind of not like taps, but it starts out kind of like that. It was a tribute he did.
Well, I'll have to check it out. I have not heard it.
And I guess Randy too is releasing some new record, which I haven't heard his yet. But so, what's your style tip of the week, Cindy?
Did you listen to it?
I have not had a chance to listen to anything.
It
Me
was
either.
never sent in.
Joe called me, and I was.
That's
if
not
Joe
true,
got it,
Jimmy. It was sent in. I sent
oh, you
it
might have sent
every
it to
week.
Joe, but Joe didn't
I
send
didn't.
it out.
I didn't get it.
I send it to Arm Radio Global every week. The same email address I send it to every
Well, you need to be
single
sending
week.
it to me because it sits at Joe's house.
Well, I didn't know that. Nobody's ever told me anything like that. Let me get your email address, so Jimmy.
Doing the next commercial.
You better not do it online because then Jimmy might get all the love letter mails, you know?
I
I
don't have
wish.
no love letter mail.
I got enough fucking garbage mail.
What's your email, Jimmy?
You know what? Hillary might email you if
I'll give it in the next commercial.
You know that, Jimmy?
You want to, Jimmy? Can you text it to me?
If
I don't know how.
just poke her, send her a poke message.
Send her a
I don't
message.
have her on my phone.
She's in TeamSpeak.
Oh, that texting.
There you go.
What? What are you talking about?
He's going to send you a message in TeamSpeak. You'll see it pop up.
And that little message thing? You are now talking in Channel Night Talk with JOEROXX.
Yep, he'll send a message down there. You'll see it down below.
So I know to get back to the alligator thing, I think it is irresponsible of the parent to go down there when it does say no swimming and you know that there's alligators there. Like I said, we were there in April. I have an 11-year-old daughter. There's no way I would let her wade in that water, let alone me. I mean, some of these parents have to start getting some more common sense.
I agree.
Where did that happen? Where did that happen?
Right in Orlando.
At Disney World, down at the lagoons there. I mean, we were just there. I mean, I saw them. There was no way I was getting that water there.
Yeah, any body of water that's in Orlando that I was around, I was like, you don't know. You know, everything I was skeptical. Like, I play golf, and I go all the different golf courses, and a lot of the ponds have them, and a lot of them don't. But I take everyone that they're there. You know,
well, you know, another thing, I see golfers that fish their balls, you know, out of the ponds, and I don't know if you know, but all that runoff from the fertilizer and the things in there, it's very dangerous to go in that water. If you have an open wound, it can get into your skin. You can get neuropathy. I mean, you'll never heal from neuropathy. You know, it's very dirty water.
I will not wade in the water.
No, or I mean, to even put your hand in though, if you have an open wound on your hand and you've got all that fertilizer and all that crap that's in those ponds, you know, it's not healthy. I see people fishing out of them.
But they've also cut down on chemicals so much. The amount of chemicals that they put on are more organic based than anything now. Like they were putting on one of the greens yesterday, and I was like, I told them, don't lick your golf balls, guys. And they're like, what? They were putting chicken manure on.
Ew.
It greens up the green really fast, but when it goes down, it's like a mixture of like a little bit of black in it or whatever. And so then they immediately run the sprinklers, and it soaks in really good, and it's really good for nitrogen for the grass and everything. But the problem is, guys are idiots, and they pick up their golf ball and they go lick their thumb and do this and wipe the golf. I'm like, you know what you're putting in your mouth, don't you? Or you have Myorganite, which is what do they call that? Wisconsin. You know, they get it from Wisconsin. You get this. It's processed human feces.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yep, and golfers are stupid. We get golfers. No lie, I told this story to Val, and Val almost got sick. Val does her show on Tuesday nights. Guy works for me, walks into the bathroom, and a guy standing there at the urinal, eating a hot dog, peeing, with a glove on his hand, and a guy's in on the shitter.
That's disgusting.
I'm like, how can you do that? That is so gross. How can you sit there and just go, yum, yum, yum? I'm just like...
so gross.
He said he turned around and walked out. He was just like, I was ready to throw up when I saw that.
It's no different than working drain pipes all day and then eating your lunch.
Yeah, but I'd go wash my hands.
Right.
Not when there ain't no place to wash your hands.
You bring some bottled water with you and some... I'm
No,
sorry, but...
that's the ideal conditions.
I'm bringing some hand cleaner stuff, and there's going to be something there, because I'm not going to sit there and go messing with a pipe full of feces and go eat. Sorry.
Ugh. That's so gross.
My husband, he won't eat potluck. You know, go to church or you have a potluck, you know, disabled American veterans. He won't eat. He's like, oh no, I haven't seen their kitchen. I don't know if it's disgusting. So he refuses to eat.
Well, how about the one where the Muslim kitchen was shut down because they don't wash their hands?
I know.
And they don't have toilet paper? So
you know
what?
No, that's why they over there they wipe with one hand and they shake with the other. That's normal.
Ugh.
And I told you about those women nurses that were Muslim in the hospital. They don't want to wash their hands because they don't want to show their wrist or their hands, you know, to anybody. So they don't want to wash their hands. I mean, come on, they're going to get everybody sick. I won't have any Muslim work on me unless they wash their hands right in front of me. And they're going to sit there in the sink and wash their hands first.
Yeah,
if people knew, I mean, I have to clean the bathrooms at the end of the night when I close at the restaurant. And if people freaking knew just how nasty those
I thought you did hair.
urinals. I do. I have a couple of jobs actually. I work for Mom and Pop's Philly Deli as well. But I have to clean the bathrooms at night sometimes, and it's just disgusting. Those urinals are so gross. I mean, I can't believe that anybody would even take breath in a bathroom like that. More or less like a sandwich or a hot dog. It just makes me just want to vomit.
We had a guy. I don't know what he must have been so drunk. Guy comes in and works for me. He goes, "Oh, you, I can't do it. You got to clean the bath." He says, "I'm gonna throw up." And I'm like, "What?" So I go in there. The guy clogged the toilet. So then he figures, okay, I clogged the toilet. So he craps next to it and then leaves his underwear there. So he must have been. Guys are terrible.
That's disgusting.
I don't know what it is. Guys are just pigs.
Like, I won't even take, if I'm at a club or something, if I'm out with friends at a restaurant, I won't even take my drink into the bathroom.
Yeah, me either.
I
don't like to leave a drink on the table.
I mean, if I'm never alone, you know, I've always got like one of my girlfriends with me or something, but, you know, it's just so dangerous. And
I like to do is finish my drink, then go use the bathroom, not leave the drink there.
That's what we do. Because in probably I think it was 2007, my husband and I went to Hawaii, and we put our beers down, we went and danced, came back, and someone drugged my beer. I mean, they put something in it, and then I told them, this was my second beer, okay? And I was like, I was totally drugged, and my husband had to get a taxi, and he's like, I had to pretty much carry you up to the room. I'm like, she was taking me to the hospital, you know? After that, we never leave our drinks.
Yeah, because there was one just recently where the three girls saw the guy drug the girl's drink when she went to the bathroom, and they went in and told her in the bathroom, and he was a longtime friend, and he ended up getting arrested. Yeah, they had went to the camera and they saw that he actually drugged her drink, and they were supposedly longtime friends, and he put a roofie in her drink.
You wouldn't
can't even trust your longtime friends anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, that's scary to think that. Well, he was probably working the angle, and his angle wasn't working so well, so maybe he'd try something else.
You call a guy like that a loser, though. He's got to be a big-time loser, you know. I don't get that. I don't get those guys that are into that or screwing, corpses. Something's wrong with them. Take them out and shoot them.
Oh my God, we just went to necrophilia. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Joe's
you had bestiality on earlier. What's worse? So I think they both should be killed.
All right, Jimmy's giving me a message. It's time for a commercial. We'll take a commercial break. We'll come back after the necrophilia comment.
Yeah, we're not talking about necrophilia. Can I guess?
Are you hangry? Know the signs. Uncontrollable yelling.
Why aren't you egg rolls?
Hallucination.
Sushi.
Pants discomfort.
I hate you, pants.
Hangry. It can happen to anyone. Fortunately, there's E24, the app that tells hunger to shut up.
Egg rolls. Thanks, Snoop.
E24. In my medical opinion, it's the best way to order food online, baby.
Hey everyone, as you all know, summer is now here and everyone wants sexy summer skin. I'm partnered with Rodan & Fields, the #2 premium skincare company in the US. We have some fun treats for you guys. Check out my website at www.ewinters.myrandf.com. But wait, there's more. Join as a preferred customer to get 10% off and free shipping for all these amazing products that I'm currently obsessing over. Or email me for a free mini facial or free consultation at ewintersrf@gmail.com to get your sexy summer glow.
Hey Dan, how's the day going so far?
My day couldn't be better. You pull up less than 3 minutes after I open my Lyft app, and how do you greet me? With a kind hello? Just delightful.
Great. Care for a cookie?
A cookie? A chocolate chip cookie? You know, I'd love one.
Sure.
Hey, let me ask you something. How did you know I love this song?
I mean, come on, it's the Cold War kids. Everybody loves them.
Whoa! Who taught this guy how to merge? That was a fantastic merge!
Couldn't agree more.
That's it? That's all this costs? What's this thing running on? Smiles and high fives? You son of Mike, I love you!
Thanks. Have a great day.
Lyft. Driving you happy. Just download and go.
Hey everyone, thanks again for joining me this week on Goodnight Hollywood. I'm your host Ia with all your fashion, music, and gossip on Night Talk with JOEROXX, 10 p.m. Eastern, exclusively on Armed Radio Global and the TuneIn Satellite Network. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, SoundCloud, and Reverb Nation at Everything Ia, and that's Everything Ia, EYA. And check out my Facebook fan page. You can find me at Ia, and that's capital E, capital Y, capital A. I'm so excited to introduce our special guest tonight. It is YouTube star FaZe Rug. But before I get to that, I have your celebrity gossip. Okay, so we all know that Taylor Swift and Calvin Harris split up, but rumor has it that Taylor had eyes for Tom Hiddleston before her and Calvin split. So on May 1st, Taylor and Tom were at Anna Windsor's house, and people don't know what's going on, but Calvin Harris said that he thinks something was up between them. You know, it's all rumors, so whatever, but good for Taylor. You know, if she's finding new love, that's awesome too. You know, she's had a track record of dudes, so she has no problem finding a man. And Calvin, you're moving on to bigger and better things, so it's all good. This past week, I should say, was Northwest's birthday. So Kim Kardashian, Kanye West, Kourtney Kardashian, all went to Disneyland, and they made a huge scene at Disneyland. People were shocked to see the Kardashians walk through. They made a huge entrance, but that's awesome. Northwest got to spend her birthday at Disneyland. You know, they didn't rent out the park. They just went with everyone else. So I'm sure all the people that were going there that day had another exciting thing to see besides Mickey and Minnie. I wonder though if they waited in lines like everyone else. Do celebrities just get to go to the front, or do they have to wait in the long lines too? I have no idea. Do you know? I'm really curious about that. Like, that's something I'd be interested in. I know we all hate waiting in hour-long lines to get on rides, but I don't know. I always dig the fast passes. I love them. It's like, why wait? Just get on. Anyways, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we have Faye's Rug in the house. We also have my girl Mochi, the other half of Eochi, and Faye's Rug's cousin Clint.
Hey there, sexy. This is comedian Jenny Lavoie. You can catch me with the rest of the gang every Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern on Night Talk with JOEROXX, exclusively on Radio Global. Mwah!
And I'm back with Rug, superstar gamer and YouTuber. What's up, Rug?
Hey, what's up?
So we just did a video. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, we just recorded the third episode of Model Warfare. I took a little break from it, but we came back with a banger with Iya and Mochi.
Okay. Yeah, Eochi's in the house. What's up?
They did great. They had a positive energy, and it's a banger video, so you guys definitely don't want to miss that.
I had a lot of fun because I used to play Call of Duty a long time ago, a couple years ago. I was really into it. I would spend hours playing, all of it, and I got really rusty, but it's okay.
You still killed it.
You
guys both killed it.
We had fun. I had a good time.
Good job.
I love video games.
It was a lot of fun. It was great, flashback.
Yeah,
Throwback Thursday.
Yeah.
Yes. It's Thursday night. We air every Thursday, so Throwback Thursday.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So how long have you been gaming and doing YouTubes, and you have amazing plaques on the wall that I see. You're past 1 million subscribers. Like, you're killing it. What's up?
Okay, so I actually started gaming when I was in 6th grade, and I never started YouTube until 10th grade. And I kept on playing. I played like you. I played hours and hours of COD every day after school, and I got recognized by a team called FaZe Clan, and they're the world's most subscribed gaming team, and that got my name out there. And I continued to do YouTube, and I guess I just blew up, and now we're here.
That's brilliant. That is awesome.
It's an amazing story.
So, are all your videos about Call of Duty?
No, actually, it's a variety. I'll do a Call of Duty video here and there, but mostly now I actually blog my daily life, and I do pranks, skits, and different types of videos.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's fun.
Have you? Do you remember the show Punk'd with Ashton Kutcher?
I do remember
way
Punk'd.
back when.
I do remember.
Yeah.
Punk'd.
I don't know. I always love that show.
Is your show anything like that?
Oh no, it's not really a show. It's my channel, but no, I just do pranks on my family, my mom, my dad, my brother, and
kind of like Bam from Jackasses.
Yeah, basically. and it's just a variety channel. It's pretty fun.
That is awesome. I see your pug.
Oh yeah, you like him? His name is Bosley, the hair removal product, or the hair regrowth product, whatever.
I love Bosley. I saw him in Model Warfare episode 2, and I was like, oh my god, pug, we have to go!
Yeah, Bosley.
I kind of I'm a fan. I'm a huge fan of your pug.
Oh, thank you. He loves you guys.
And YouTube channel.
And, yeah. I mean, that was awesome too. But the pug, oh my goodness, flat-faced animals. I have a French bulldog. So
oh, you do?
I
like French bulldogs.
Yeah, his name's Augustus, and he has his own Facebook page because he actually got picked up from my video or whenever I do my photo shoots for my music.
Yeah.
And my friends are like, "Oh, can I book your dog?"
No way.
Seriously. And when the camera is on him, he just lights up and he turns into a model dog.
He's a model.
That's awesome. I want to see him.
He does. I'll show you a picture.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he is so cute. But I'm like, your dog should be a model dog too.
Yeah, he hasn't. I think he has his own Instagram. My brother made it for him, but he hasn't gotten any bookings or anything from that kind of stuff. But that's pretty cool.
That is awesome. I'm sure my brother watches you. I have an 8-year-old brother.
He totally does.
Yeah, I'm sure
he totally watches you.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He's obsessed with all the gamer
My brother
videos.
too.
How old is your brother?
My brother's my age.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, my fan base is pretty young. It's starts
8
to 18, and then a couple above 18. So.
Yeah. My brother Bo's 8, so.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
and this is his life. He wants to do this. Well, he wants to do this now, but my mom won't let him.
Yeah.
And he just watches videos all day. He plays games and narrates like he's in a video.
Cool.
It's
like
really
commentary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been talking.
But I went through so much trouble to get to where I am today. My parents yelling at me, "Do your homework, get off Xbox," stuff like that. But
yeah, it paid off.
Yeah, it did pay off. It definitely did.
Now you're like, hey parents,
Hey,
Look what I
parents.
do.
Feel validated?
Yeah, of course, definitely. I feel like I proved a lot of people wrong. So.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's
definitely.
the best revenge is success. Now I can't speak because I got so excited.
But I know what
Best
you're gonna
revenge
say.
is
success.
Yes.
And that's true. I like it.
You should have seen us on the way over. I was saying all kinds of weird things.
Really?
Yes.
I like your guys' humor. It's hilarious.
Thank you.
You guys have a connection.
We're a little bit dorky, but
Sister,
it's all
sister.
good. Yeah. we're soul sisters.
Soul sisters.
Yeah. So what other videos are you coming out with? I know Model Warfare is,
Yeah.
The next one.
the next one.
Yeah, and like
4.
I honestly like come up with video ideas the day of that I upload. Like I'll wake up and like vlog, and if anything interesting happens, I'll make that like the main title. But a main thing that I'm looking towards is like short films. Like with Clint, actually, he's gonna help out with that, like directing it and stuff. And we're thinking of like just making short films with a lot of people and actors. And I've never done that on my channel, so that's a huge thing to look forward to.
That is awesome. Are you planning on directing or being
No,
in
acting.
them? Oh, okay.
Like the main
awesome.
character.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna do great.
Thank you.
You
I
have
appreciate
great
it.
energy, great personality.
Cool, thank
People
you.
are gonna have huge crushes on you. You're gonna be like the next Andy Samberg.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
I'll take that.
definitely.
I'll take that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Do people send you ideas?
I could be
like,
Justin
skit ideas?
Timberlake.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
the craziest one you've gotten?
Like for skits?
Yeah.
Have your mom walk in on you masturbating.
Oh god.
I swear, it's my fans have like the weirdest ideas. It's funny.
Oh,
Yeah, no, and like we just like plan it out and it's hilarious.
I successfully borrowed her identity.
This was
Oh
fun.
yeah,
Yeah,
wait, let
I
me
did.
tell me about that.
So Mochi got booked. Oh hey, Clinton, want to say hi?
Oh, hey, what's up?
My
Yeah.
favorite cousin, Clint.
So Mochi got booked. Or she got double booked in one day, and she calls me up, and she's like, "Hey, Ia, are you working tomorrow?" And I'm like, "No, I don't think so." And then she's like, "Oh, can you go to set for me?"
It was a great idea. I thought it was a great idea. I had
Yeah.
a red wig, and she looks enough like me.
Yeah, no, you guys look alike.
So I could either cancel and try to reschedule everything, but I really, really wanted. I needed the job, and I didn't want to cancel the job, and I really needed to go to the screen test because I really want to make it.
Can't
make it for the
confirm
movie.
once you cancel.
Precisely.
Or can't cancel once you
You
confirm.
can't cancel once you
Okay.
confirm.
Yeah.
And so I wanted the Parent Trap moment. I knew she could be me. I knew she could
That's
pull it
so
off.
crazy.
And so she went to set, and she had the red wig on, and she put on some sunglasses, and
Oh my God.
she filled out all the forms as
Were
me
you
with my
nervous at all?
info.
A little bit.
'Cause there
But
was
as
that guy that knew
soon.
you.
Well, yeah, because I've been to the location before, and when you go into park, you have to show them your ID.
Oh, okay.
And I have a pink and black Mini Cooper. You remember, Clint, right? Yeah.
Yes,
That's
I love
very noticeable. So I thought maybe that they would remember me, but they didn't, and I just drove right through. It was a breeze. No
Okay.
one questioned me or my wig. People actually thought it was real hair.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, this is a wig.
Don't tell them.
And you
No,
killed
in my
it? You
head.
killed
Oh
it out
yeah. I mean, it was 4 hours.
Wait, it
super
was 4
easy.
hours?
Yeah.
I was 4 hours as her, and it was
Wow.
super easy. Usually, I'm glad it wasn't like a 12, 15-hour day because the
Would've
wig
been intense.
the wig was itchy.
I would have
Yeah.
Ooh.
But I pulled it off. It was great. And
Good
then
job.
Good job.
at the end of the day, I give her identity back.
Yep. Thanks for being me, Ian.
Just like
You're welcome.
what a
Yeah.
memorable moment.
It was a really epic EOG moment.
Way to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
So you and Clint are cousins. I had no idea until you said something.
Yeah,
Really?
this is my first cousin, and I love this kid to death. He's the coolest guy in the world. Oh, hello, everybody. Clint Peru here. A.K.A. Habibi-licious. Or Clint Middle Eastwood, because I'm the only Arab Clint I
Middle
know.
Eastwood.
So that's what I
I
go by.
love that name. That is hilarious.
Yeah, but, Brian, I mean, ever since he was a kid, I've been with him since before he was born, because his mom was kind of my aunt. And so...
It was kind of your answer.
Yeah, I guess.
Just kind of.
It just happened, I suppose. But yeah, watching his growth, when I started going to school for video game design and I got a job with Sony, a lot of my family, Middle Easterns, they don't believe in video games as a way of money, but me and Brian were always going for our dreams, and then he
We
went
always
into video
connected.
games after that. And
You
now
proved
he's
them
going
wrong.
into
There you
acting
go.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
You guys are going to do short films together?
Yeah, we're going to make fun little short films.
So are you directing?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
awesome.
like to write more. Like, writing is my passion, and I
he's
love
good at
that,
it.
and making stories, and creating, ideas. I love to create. My mind is always
You
working.
should film Run Away from the Runway.
I was actually thinking while you guys were talking, I was like, you're giving me so many writing
We've
ideas.
written Yoshi skits.
We have.
We'll make it happen. I'd be down for that too.
Definitely.
Yeah. And definitely also with Brian's videos, we know we got 2 awesome girls. And one of the first ideas was Brian doing a Nazi, like a zombie, not Nazi, sorry, Nazi zombie. That's a Call of Duty reference.
It's a different episode.
That's a Call of Duty reference, but a zombie kind of film where he's just playing video games and the zombies come to life. So it'd be cool with your techniques on how to kill things.
Wait, if we eat his brains, can we play video games better?
Well, I feel like you'd be the zombie slayers, not the zombies.
Oh.
Everybody likes a babe with a machete.
That's true.
Yeah.
I have 2.
Yeah,
Wow.
one for each of us. There we go.
Sweet.
Do you know that I actually had a dream, this is real, where I got bit by a zombie and I turned into a zombie and was eating people? Oh, no. Yeah, that happened in my dream. Yes, I was like, eat people, eat people. Yeah.
Did you wake up hungry?
That
is a good question. It was a couple years ago, but I was like, whoa, I wanted to eat people in my dreams. This was weird.
Yeah, just stay away from bath salts, and I'm sure.
Exactly. Real life zombies. Whoa.
I love zombies, though. I know, like, some people are like, ew, zombies, but the whole storyline of zombies is awesome.
Yeah. It is. Yes. I do. There will always be a special place.
They legitimately terrify me.
Yes.
Well, I love everything zombies. I love zombie movies. I love zombie games. I don't know. I just love
Walking
the whole
Dead?
Yes.
Yes.
Did you see my Instagram post of what's your 3 favorite shows? And Walking Dead was one of them.
Yes.
Doctor Who and How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
Yay.
They're all 3 completely opposite TV shows, but they all just coincide as awesomeness.
Yeah.
So,
That's me. What's up?
The video and this recording are going to be legend.
Wait for it. Dairy. My alter ego is Kat Stinson.
And if you watch How I Met Your Mother, you know what that means.
Yep.
And I only met myself watching that show about once or twice. So.
We've seen it over and over and over again.
One of my friends told me to watch it.
You should definitely watch it. It's, for me, the best Friends show ever.
I heard it's a really sad ending, though. That's all I know.
Season 9 is, but...
That's all I remember because Twitter was like blowing up when like.
Oh, when it finished.
Don't worry about the end.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I know. I'm not
you have 8 seasons before you get to the end. Yeah.
So you have a lot of hours to find.
Have you guys
so
seen
much
Prison Break?
Stinson in between.
No, I haven't.
Prison Break is a great show. That's like my favorite show ever.
Really?
It's
Prison
on Netflix.
Break?
Yeah.
Or Californication is pretty awesome as well. Yeah.
I haven't seen either one of those. Yeah.
How about-
Have you seen Unreal?
No.
Oh, season 2 just started, and episode 2 was last Monday. But it takes place kind of like at a Bachelor type show, but it's behind the scenes. So they're manipulating the people to be crazy and do
I would actually
insane
like to see
things.
that.
Yes, it is brilliant.
I actually worked in reality TV for a while because I've been trying to sell a reality TV show on one of our fashion designer friends, Mr. Andre Soriano, the wildest Filipino in town.
Oh, he's so fabulous.
Yeah, fabulous indeed. But I got to work in reality TV through that, and I worked with the creators of Judge Judy, and they had me just like work with them as a cameraman, and I saw behind the scenes of reality TV shows because they were working on pitching, pilots for new shows.
Oh, that'd be fun.
And reality TV is so fake. I mean, it's so funny that you need to be a writer to write for reality TV.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
I know someone that was booked as background for the Kardashians.
Oh, nice.
Because they need seat fillers for one of the bar scenes or the eating or restaurant scenes.
Oh, yeah,
I was on set and this background girl was bitching because she didn't get a SAG voucher for doing a reality TV show. And I'm like, reality TV isn't real acting. It doesn't belong in the union. And I got very angry and heated. It's not real.
I can't deny that I still watch Flavor of Love or Rock of Love.
Oh my goodness, I remember that.
I'll put it on Hulu and I'll be like, all right, let me just entertain my brain with nothing for a while.
My mom's obsessed with the Housewives. Any Housewives.
Oh,
do you watch reality TV?
I don't think so.
High five. You're the cool kid.
Honestly, YouTube is like the new TV for me. I literally just watch YouTube
Which
videos.
is a better form of reality TV.
Yeah.
In a sense, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm on
it is.
YouTube all the time. Like
I feel like it's more real. than
Less
reality
makeup,
TV.
for sure.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
it's blowing up right now. I heard there's going to be like YouTube awards and all that kind of stuff.
There's an event going on called E3 right now, and it's like a huge YouTube event in Anaheim, and it's actually like going on right now. And like if you go on the homepage of YouTube now, it's like at the very top.
My brother wants to go to that.
Yeah.
So
I went last
bad.
year. It was really fun.
Yes. No, he's like, Mom, we have to go.
Yeah, they, like-
and we missed it last year.
Oh really? I was there last year, but they just introduced like up and coming games, and they let you like play them, and they introduced like new platforms and stuff like that, and just like the upcoming future for like YouTube and video games.
That is awesome. Yeah, my
So-
little brother knows. I mean, I called him this weekend because my family was out of town and I didn't know how to switch my TV from TV to Netflix. So I was like, hey,
man.
Mom, can you put Bo on the phone? And then he's like, hey, Iya, what do you need? And I'm like, how do you switch TV to Netflix? He's like, okay, grab the remote. Okay, I was like, I got the remote. He's like, okay, now hit menu. And I was like, I hit menu. And then he's like, scroll all the way to the right and hit Netflix.
Oh man.
Thanks, Mo.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, blonde moments. Hey. Yeah, so that's a little my life. My 8-year-old brother runs all of our electronics. I mean,
Kids these days are smarter
Yeah,
than they were
right.
when I was growing up. I'll tell you that much.
Definitely. I know we're good. I mean, I remember playing Nintendo 64.
Ooh.
Do you guys remember that?
Yeah,
Zelda or
yeah.
Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, Mortal
Yeah.
Brothers on GameCube.
Wait, I actually have a GameCube right
Yeah, Mario Kart.
now.
I played Mario Kart or Donkey Kong.
Mario
Yeah.
Kart.
I played every game on the
the
Yes.
party kept going. So
Totally. Oh my goodness. And just, video games have completely transformed since when I was playing.
Definitely.
PlayStation 2 with Kingdom Hearts. I don't know if you guys remember that one.
Kingdom
Yeah.
Hearts, yes.
Is that the one that we used to play?
The Disney one where it's Disney meets Final Fantasy.
Oh, what
so
was
for
it?
me, I'm like the biggest like RPG nerd, so I love like Final Fantasy-esque stuff. So, which I
It was
remember
really pretty.
seeing one of your photos. You were very like Mochi. You were very like fantasy like. I was like, that's awesome.
I do a lot of that. It's what I want to do. I want to do action adventure fantasy movies. It's my ideal.
And I could see, especially
My goal.
hearing about you with the machete. I can't wait to see that.
She's real
Or
life
bow and
badass.
arrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Or
Oh.
swords.
Or bazooka.
Sure.
holy
Why not?
Yeah.
I'm in.
Got the
Different
RPG.
genre. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's just get to business now.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
You can make a weapon out of anything these
Oh,
days.
true.
Yes.
Yeah, totally. I think
My-
my brother made like a potato gun once and was shooting me.
My brother does this whole thing where they're making their own armor and they play Jugger. And does anyone know what that is?
Jugger, like
It's-
Juggernaut? Or,
I think
That's
so.
what I was
it's a game.
thinking.
It's a game at Wasteland Weekend, and they build their own armor and their own
Is that
weapons.
like cosplay?
But they actually get really hurt.
like
So
LARP, like live.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like LARPing, but with real weapons
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
in the
Do
desert.
people lose fingers and stuff?
I don't know. I think people get hurt. I think they get very, very hurt.
Would you ever
They have
LARP?
medics.
Wait, what's LARPing?
Live action role play.
Oh, probably not.
Well, I guess paintballing is a form of
I
LARPing,
love
Call of
paintball.
Duty.
Yeah, I like paintballing.
Love paint.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah. Are you guys awesome paintballers too?
Well, I've only been like twice, but I love it. I enjoyed it. But
Well, I like to paint, and I'm a baller, so I guess
That counts. That
Does
counts.
that work? Or?
Have you noticed that your video game accuracy and skills translate to paintballing?
not really actually. I did pretty bad my first time, but my second time I was better. But online, like Call of Duty, I'm actually pretty good. So definitely not.
That's okay.
Maybe in the strategies with.
Yeah, strategy wise, like to know where to go and being smart with not getting shot and stuff like that. Yeah, but like when I'm actually trying to shoot someone, I'm not that good. But
Did you know that these kind of video games were made for army men to perfect their accuracy?
Really?
Yeah, seriously.
Wait,
that's
really?
why. Yeah, that's why
Wow.
these games originated. Just like race car driving started because they needed to build better engines to transport the moonshine away from the police. So that's how you got race car, NASCAR.
Did you know
Yeah.
in World War II they originally made silly putty as an alternative to rubber tires?
Oh, no, I did not know
I'm
that.
learning so many new things.
Do you guys watch Chuck?
I have seen a couple episodes of that. as
Okay,
well. I like
they
that
talk
show,
a
yeah.
lot about like Call of Duty and Chuck.
Really?
Yeah, and his friend, because Chuck's the main guy that becomes a secret agent, but his best friend Morgan sets up a whole like blueprint of Call of Duty and the attack.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, video games help and, in fact, enhance people. As a child, video games taught me how to read, plus books, of course.
Books are good.
But video games are, books are good. I'm surprised by the people who don't read anymore. We need more readers out there. So, yes, please pick up a book.
I haven't read a book in a long time.
Yeah. Kindle? People text.
Kindle?
Yeah, that's
reading.
People,
yeah. I mean, everyone's now just going to text you instead of pick up the phone, so that's a form of reading, kind of.
It's a cheap way of telling yourself. It's funny. So my family owns liquor stores, and we sell like the scratchers a lot. And lots of Mexicans and Asians will teach themselves English by playing the crossword scratchers. So so instead of actually reading or learning, going to class, crossword scratchers will teach you English, ladies and gentlemen. So
good to know. That's awesome. Thank you so much for having us on your show, and thank you for coming on my show.
Yeah, no problem. It was fun.
Shout out to your show and tell everyone where they can reach you.
FaZe Rug on YouTube, youtube.com/rug. And yeah, that's basically it.
And we just filmed episode 3 of Model Warfare.
And it was great. You guys don't want to miss it tomorrow. Or it went up yesterday.
It already went up.
Yeah.
What's your Instagram? All that kind of stuff.
Oh, my Instagram is RugFaze, RugFaze. My Twitter is @FazeRug, and my Snapchat is TheFazeRug.
Awesome.
Cool.
And we're going to put all that in the description as well.
Okay, thank you.
And where can we find you, Clint?
You can find me on Twitter and Snapchat at _, HabibiLicious _
I love that.
Yeah, you gotta own up to the Habibi lifestyle. And on Twitter as well, or I said Twitter, that's all HabibiLicious, so yeah. Cool.
Sweet.
Yes.
Mochi, where can we find you,
You
darling?
can find me at Michelle Elizabeth O'Shea on Facebook, or on Instagram it's Michelle E. O'Shea, or on Twitter it's Michelle E. O'Shea again.
Awesome. Well, I loved chatting with all of you and meeting you for the first time.
You too.
Thank you so much for inviting us to your home, and hopefully we'll be seeing each other more in the future.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, guys.
Don't forget to follow me on any and all social media outlets. You can find me at Everything EYA, and that's Everything EYA. I just want to say a special thank you to JOEROXX for giving me this opportunity to talk to you guys every Thursday night. You can catch me here every Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on Goodnight Hollywood. I'm your host, Iya, for all your fashion, music, and entertainment gossip on Night Talk with JOEROXX, exclusively on Armed Radio Global, the TuneIn satellite network. From everyone here in Hollywood, good night.
We're back.
Hi.
Hey, we never left. You guys did, but we did. We were here the whole time. But we had a nice conversation. So if you want to listen to it, you'd have to go to Ustream and go to Night Talk with JOEROXX and listen to probably the hidden half hour, as you want to talk it. We talked about everything. So it's that time. Kimberly's yawning over there, got her hand up in front of her face, yawning, so she's ready.
It's
for
my
a nap.
bedtime.
Yep. I don't blame you. This is early for me, so I used to work 3 to 11, so I'm so used to working, staying up till 12:30, 1 o'clock.
I'm an early bird, so.
Well, Father's Day, I will be getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning to be to work at 5.
Oh, wow. Happy Father's Day, early.
Yeah. Yep. Happy Father's Day to everybody out there. I'll be on tomorrow night for Straight Talk at 9 Central, 10 Eastern. So if you guys anybody want to stop by, we can do that. We'll. I'm
going to be at a Cajun Boil.
No, I'm sorry. I don't eat Cajun stuff. Mm-mm.
Oh, it's so good. I love it.
Nope. I don't need anything that looks like that. No, I don't like that. So, all right. Well, everybody have a great night. Great week. Thanks, Joe. Thanks for not showing. So, it'll probably be a hit show tonight. So, we'll.
And thank you, Keith Gaffney and Cindy Hobbs. Thank you for coming on.
Yep.
Are you here, Cindy?
I think Cindy went to sleep. Yep, she left. So she probably got tired of us. So we'll see you all next week for another episode of Night Talk with Joe.
Good night,
Kimberly. So David, when do we see you?
Right.